In the Indian state of West Bengal, voters are queuing up to vote in the first phase of the crucial assembly polls, even as violence is being reported from Murshidabad and Malda. The high-stakes election pits the ruling Trinamool Congress against the opposition Bharatiya Janata Party, remember, which is eyeing to end Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee's 15-year rule in the state. Now, according to the Election Commission, as of 1 p.m., polling percentage in West Bengal stood at 62.18%. In Murshidabad, Trinamool Congress workers clashed with the AUJP's party workers. Both sides pelted stones at each other while the police and central security forces were seen trying to control the situation. Earlier, several people were injured after unidentified people hurled a crude bomb in Murshidabad. A scuffle had also broken out between Trinamool Congress workers and AUJP founder Humayun Kabir when he visited the area where the crude bomb incident took place. Separately, BJP leader from Bishnupur, Soumitra Khan, has alleged booth hijacking in Birbhum. Complaints of EVM malfunctioning have been reported from Murshidabad and Behrampur. Separately, in Malda, tensions ran high due to the complaints of EVM malfunctioning at a polling booth. An angry mob of voters surrounded the sector officer when he arrived at the polling booth. Some voters were caught on camera pulling the sector officer's hand and scuffling with him. Over 3.6 crore electors across 16 districts are eligible to cast their vote for 152 seats in the first phase. The ruling Trinamool Congress, led by Mamata Banerjee, is eyeing a fourth consecutive stint in power. Illegal immigration, revision of electoral rolls and unemployment are among the key issues in the polls. Let's also quickly tell you the key candidates who are on the ballot in the first phase. First up is, of course, BJP's Shubhendu Adhikari, who's the leader of the opposition in the West Bengal Assembly. Shubhendu Adhikari is a political heavyweight who defeated Mamata Banerjee from Nandigram seat back in 2021. He is pitted against Trinamool Congress's Pabitra Kaur, who is a long-time associate who recently joined the TMC in Nandigram. Meanwhile, senior BJP leader and former state president Dilip Ghosh, who has been a prominent face of the party's expansion in West Bengal, is contesting from Kharagpur Sadar. Veteran Congress leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary is making a comeback to assembly politics after 25 long years. This is seen as a crucial move to revive the Congress party in Murshidabad. He's contesting from the Behrampur Assembly constituency in Murshidabad, and he's up against BJP MLA Subrata Moitra. Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, meanwhile, is contesting from Bhabanipur seat, which will go to polls during the second phase of the election. She is, remember, seeking a fourth consecutive term as the Chief Minister of West Bengal. Now, the remaining 142 seats will go to polls on the 29th of April. The fate of the 294-member assembly will be revealed on the 4th of May when the counting begins. All right, let me go across to our correspondent Dharamjot Kaur. She's been getting us the ground report from West Bengal. She's at the moment in Nandigram. Dharamjot, extremely crucial battle that is going to be playing out in Nandigram between the TMC and BJP. Shubhendu Adhikari is going to be fighting the electoral battle here. He won last time around. But a few hours back, there were also reports of the TMC accusing the BJP of being in cahoots with the police officials from there. Has that been resolved, and what is the general sentiment among voters that you are seeing at the moment? Is everything peaceful at the moment there?
Well, first things first, Shreya, things appear to be fairly peaceful here in Nandigram. No untoward incident has taken place here as of now. We're well into the election day. Just 3 more hours of voting is left as it closes at 6 p.m. So far, so good in Nandigram, but unfortunately that can't be said about other areas of West Bengal where voting is also taking place. Just to quickly revise everything that's happened so far in terms of all the incidents of scuffle that have taken place, there's one more incident that has recently come to light where a BJP candidate from South Dinajpur has been manhandled by several locals in the area, and the lawmaker is saying that these were the TMC workers who caught onto him and started hitting him as security personnel were seen trying to get him away from all of those group of people, and this entire incident has been caught on camera. And this has happened just a few hours after the entire clash in Murshidabad between TMC workers and ex-CM TMC leader who is now floated his own party, Humayun Kabir. So that case also has been, one of the biggest incidents of violence that took place today in terms of the scuffle. Having said that, in that particular case of Murshidabad, there is an update in terms of 2 arrests that have been made by the police after an FIR was just registered about an hour ago.
Right.
So in terms of that case, this is the update that we have. Coming to the sentiment of the voters in this area, Shreya, clearly Nandigram is one of the hotly contested seats. We saw Suvendu Adhikari beat Mamata Banerjee here in 2021. Now he's facing Pabitra Kaur, who is an ex-BJP leader, now a part of the TMC. So you have 2 friends turned foes fighting over here in Nandigram. How that turns out, we'll find out on May the 4th. But Suvendu Adhikari is also facing Mamata Banerjee from a second constituent assembly seat that he's fighting on April the 29th. Shreya.
That's right, Dharamjot. In terms of issues, if we talk about Nandigram has seen the shadow of SIR here as well. But apart from that, what are the kind of issues that voters are looking at to be resolved this time around?
Well, there has been a lot of talk in terms of employment and job opportunities, the lack of it more specifically that people are concerned about. West Bengal has not seen the emergence of a lot of industry sector opportunities in the past few years, which is something that people hope might change this time around, whether it is the TMC itself that makes that policy decision and changes the way it's been dealing in terms of industry investment in West Bengal, or if the BJP wins, a new government in place brings in new policies. That remains to be seen. But yes, employment is a massive concern for people over here. Law and order is another big concern. And I think looking at how things are unfolding today, one can understand where that concern comes from. Road safety, rising crime, all of these are concerns that people have stated. They have not explicitly mentioned which party they'll be voting for, given how the undercurrent of things is in the state in this entire election season. But the 3 biggest issues, yes, have been this: employment, law and order overall, and also investment in West Bengal, which is drastically missing so far. Shreya?
Dharamjot, the last time we got the numbers from the Election Commission at about 1 p.m. local time, we got a 62.18% voter turnout in West Bengal. Can you show us around? Behind you, I see a voting booth. There are people still coming in the heat of the afternoon to exercise their franchise. Give us a sense of that voting booth that you are at.
Well, definitely, Shreya. If you look behind me, we're at a high school here in Nandigram, where you can see people who are still turning up despite it being 40 degrees right in the middle of the afternoon. The heartening part of this entire voting process so far during the day has been that equal number of women have stepped out as much as the men have. So that's been, pleasing to watch in terms of people exercising their franchise. The voter turnout is expected to remain high as the day comes to a close gradually, because last time in 2021, the assembly election saw a turnout of around more than 85%. There are certain constituencies in and around Purab Mednipur where the turnout has been more than 90% in the past few elections. So clearly, the silver lining in this entire process is that people are very much enthusiastic and interested in exercising their right to vote. But who they vote for, again, Shreya, we'll find out on May the 4th.
Absolutely. Dharamjot, thanks very much for joining us at the moment and getting us the latest.